Hello everyone, my name is Tim and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you are here. I'm filming in my kind of front patio, so there's going to be a bit of traffic going by, but I've been wanting to get this video out for a while because there's been a lot of chatter about VIPKid and whether they're hiring from other countries. Firstly, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. If you are a regular, welcome back. And if you have not subscribed, please do so, as I create consistent content on here about online teaching, and I produce a weekly show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to have you join live. Of course, you can also watch the replay if that time doesn't work for you. If you are interested in online teaching companies or my favorite resources for online teaching or just content around online teaching, I would ask you to visit my website, onlineteacherdude.com. It is constantly updated and there's lots of great things on there, and I'm excited about the content that is coming up in 2021 on that website. So please go check it out. So one thing for sure about VIPKid is that they are always changing, they're always growing, and there's always new initiatives happening that we don't always know about or know the reasons why or the behind the scenes of these programs and initiatives that are happening. And one of the rumbles that was going on a few months ago was that VIPKid had started hiring outside of North America. If you are a VIPKid teacher or you've applied before, you know that they only hire from two countries, the US and Canada. You can live anywhere in the world, but you've got to be a citizen or hold a work visa or some kind of permanent residency in those two countries. So here is a screenshot of sort of what one of the emails looked like. They were basically sending emails like this to teachers who had previously applied but were from the UK, South Africa, or the Philippines. And so if you had applied previously from one of those countries, you would have gotten an email saying, we are now accepting applications for teaching on our platform if you come from one of those countries. So this caused a lot of teachers to want to apply from those countries, and that's what I want to make this video about, because it seemed to be what was being advertised was not completely what was actually happening in practice. There were so many questions from teachers on the platform. Was this going to affect us? What was this going to mean? Were they going to be teaching the same program that we were? Were they going to be teaching Chinese students? VIPKid has tried in the past to expand to other countries like Korea. So what were these new teachers from these other countries going to be teaching? And what were they going to get paid? And there were lots and lots of questions like this going around the internet. So before we get into the actual details of what was being offered as a paid base rate to these teachers, what the hiring process was like, and what they would eventually be teaching, I want to pop up this screenshot, which details basically an official statement from VIPKid. If you sent a ticket in to ask them about this, this is what they would say. As well, this is what was posted in the education official group by Eric Chong. So this is, we have to recognize that VIPKid is a business, number one, and they are committed to growth, to creating a profit, and they are answering as well to their investors first and foremost. So there was also this notice in the weekly update about some FAQs, basically that they, teacher payment wasn't going to be changed, and it wasn't a replacement to the North American teachers, but rather, continued growth in other parts of the world and to expand their product offerings and things like that. So I wanted to also put up what Eric Chong had put into the Facebook group. He basically details the same kind of thing. You can pause this video and read this from start to finish if you would like. Because I do have a lot of teachers who find my YouTube videos, who find my website and things like that, applying to VIPKid, I have been able to talk personally to teachers who were from the UK, from South Africa, and from the Philippines, and find out what the base rate was they were being offered and what the courses they were being allowed to teach once they were hired. So from what I have been told, UK teachers were being offered $7 per class. South African teachers were being offered $3 per class. It doesn't matter if the teacher was living in a country like the UK or in the US and they were from South Africa. If they were a South African citizen, they were offered $3. I have a lot of issues with this because while that might be a better base rate, based geographically in South Africa, it is not a great base rate if you are based in other countries. And so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but anyway, that is what they were being offered. If you were from the Philippines as well, you were offered $3 per class. If you have gone through the process from one of these countries and you were offered something different, I would love to know in the comments below. So with this comes a lot of questions. What about internet issues? In South Africa, internet is a big issue, especially in some of the rural areas, as well as the Philippines. Internet is not as stable. And so what were they going to do about, power outages and things like that? That is left to be seen. I haven't heard of, any policy changes around that. If you have, please leave them in the comments below. But it seems to be that they were basically treated the same as the North American teachers, but the difference lay in what they were offered to teach. So when you were hired as a teacher from one of those countries, what were you actually allowed to teach? So the usual major courses was not an option. So they were not allowed to certify for, what North American teachers were able to certify for, levels 1 up to level 6, trials and all those things. It seems that they are only being offered group classes. Now the group class name is DAMI, D-A-M-I. I know nothing about this, but there was also mention of being able to certify for group Starlight classes and the brand new pre-K course, which is called 1v2. So it sounds like it's one teacher with 2 students, and the DAMI course is one teacher versus 6 students. So again, group classes. Kind of interesting, but good information to know. The really disappointing thing is they were not made aware of this through the hiring process. So this was not mentioned in the application, this was not mentioned in any correspondence or during the mock class. This was something that they found out after getting hired, which is disappointing if you weren't expecting it. From this UK teacher, he was able to certify for pre-K group class, pre-K trial class, DAMI course. So yeah, that seems to be what they're allowed to certify for. Sorry, there is so much noise right now. Of course, as soon as I'm filming, it's like the ice cream truck comes out, the large motorcycles. Can you hear it? We got a real dance party going on my street. Okay, so to sum it all up, it's very limited, and I do want to let you know that as of the filming of this video in January of 2021, from what I can tell, they have stopped hiring from those 3 countries. So I know I've told you all about it, but it seems to be that if you apply now, you are told that they are no longer hiring. But I wouldn't say don't apply, I would certainly say apply if you're still interested, and I'm sure that they will contact you when applications start opening again from those countries. I hope this was valuable to you if you recruit other teachers, or if you are just a VIPKid teacher interested in what's going on, or if you're interested in applying from one of those countries. Okay, thank you for being here, everyone. Head on over to my Instagram account, OnlineTeacherDude, to see more content that I'm putting out. And if you're not a subscriber, as always, click that subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you on one of my YouTube lives, Mondays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or in the next video. Have a great week.